Let me tell you about one of my most unforgettable cases I worked on during Trump's first presidency. It was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I got a call about a lawful permanent resident, an LPR, who had just been arrested by ICE while working in Miami. His family was desperate. They didn't know what to do. Here's what happened. 10 years earlier, he had run a red light, hit another car, and tragically, the person in that car died. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter, served his time, and moved on with his life. But now ICE was charging him with an aggravated felony murder charge and detaining him in mandatory detention. When his family called us, I went to see him at the detention facility in Miami. As I looked over his case, I noticed something critical. Involuntary manslaughter is not a deportable offense unless there are aggravating factors, like driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. He wasn't under the influence. He simply run a red light. ICE was charging him incorrectly. They were treating his case like it was an aggravated felony murder, but the law was clear. This wasn't a deportable offense. We acted fast. We filed an emergency bond request, brought all the necessary paperwork, and made our argument. On Christmas Eve, we got him out. The relief on his family's faces was unforgettable, but his fight wasn't over. For months, we continued to battle in court, proving he'd been unlawfully, wrongfully detained. Finally, the judge agreed, and his case was terminated. Here's the takeaway. Just because ICE arrests you and charges you with something doesn't mean it's the end of the road. That's why it's so important to speak with an attorney. Immigration law is complex, and an experienced attorney knows how to fight for you. That's our job, to make sure you get to stay with your family and build your life here.